So at UMC, they maybe have a little bit more talent this year than in the last few years. So what are your the keys to success in order to ensure you guys can win?
I wish I knew. I don't have an answer for that. Again, what we have to do obviously is shoot the ball well. Move the basketball, find the open guy. Nothing changes really offensively. Defensively, maybe be a little bit more committed to what we're doing. For 40 minutes, it seems like we play pretty decent basketball defensively in the first half. And we're in front of our guys and can communicate with them really well. But in the second halves, we're not in front of them anymore. They're on their own, and they have to really communicate well with each other in order to get stops. But the second halves of the last few games, we haven't defended as well as we have in the first half.
They're a stud freshman in Cleary, and so he's leading the conference in scoring and on the floor for all the 5-6 minutes a game. And so just how are you going to limit his production?
Well, he's proven that he can score in our league at a really high clip, and his numbers are pretty gaudy. 21, 22 a game, shooting over 50% from the floor, 40% from three, 90-some% from the free throw line, and he's getting the best defenders from every team. I don't know if you can stop him right now. I mean, it's hard for a senior to average 15 points in our league, and this kid's a freshman averaging 21, so credit to him. But they do have other players that can hurt you. The big kids aren't taking as many shots, but my gosh, one's shooting like 65% from the floor and 40-some from three, and just not that many attempts. The other big kids shooting really good numbers as well from both areas. They have a point guard that we really liked out of high school that finds everybody. I mean, does a great job of finding people, having a good assist-to-turnover ratio, is over 2-to-1, the good percentages there. They're just sophomores now. They're Stenke started as junior, big kid junior, and 3 sophomores, and then the freshmen. And they had Moorhead beat. Moorhead had to hit a shot, inside half court at the buzzer with 2 seconds left or so to beat them at their place. So it's a game where you have to play well, and if you don't, you're not going to be too excited at the result.
And you have finals week and Christmas break, all those things. And so, how pleased are you with the focus of the team right now?
Well, I think they've been doing a good job. I don't know that any year when you go through finals week that you're going to be totally pleased with the focus and all those kinds of things, but because it's tough, But sometimes I'd rather be on the road this week than here at home. But it is what it is. The guys are doing a good job. I think we've had a good attitude. Attitude is really important because you got to be able to work through difficult times, and this is certainly a difficult time. And then when you are facing their team, your will to win has to be really high, and your willingness to compete has to be really high, and you can't just go through the motions and expect to be successful. So it's been pretty good. I thought today's practice was pretty spirited and did a lot of good things. Still, a ways to go, but it's early for both of us, and we'll go see who can play the better game tomorrow night.
This game has 2 teams probably equally hungry for a win. Can the winner of this game, especially if you guys use it as a springboard, even with a 2-week break before your next game?
Yeah, I mean, hindsight, maybe you could look back on it being a springboard game, but there was a huge break. We've won this game in the past a number of times, and we've played really well, but we've won this game a number of times in the past, and it sputtered still, so it is what it is. I mean, you just look at our league and the games and the scores that you see, you just kind of scratch your head a lot. And, I see this game being no different. It's going to be whoever plays well tomorrow night, it's going to be the victor. Like I said, I can't believe some of the scores that I see out there in our league right now. It's anybody can beat anybody, and anybody can beat anybody by a lot. It's not just close games all the time. So it's fun. It's fun to go through that. It's fun to compete and see where you're at. And, whoever can make the most plays down the stretch usually is going to be the victor.
So for you as a player and as a student, has it been a little bit of a challenge to stay focused with finals week and everything like that?
Oh, for sure. Coming with finals, studying all the time, it's kind of hard to keep your mind focused on whether basketball or school. It's kind of hard. You got to keep focused, keep sure and working hard in practice, and get your schooling work done also.
As a team, are you guys, are you keeping, each other in check, making sure that, at practice and things like that, basketball is first on your mind?
Well, yeah, for sure. And after school's over and stuff, we always Team comes together. I don't know. We just gotta. Sometimes we have off days, keep our own focus. But seniors, big part this year. Best and Pekarak and Will, Shane, they're all a big help, keeping our mindset ready to go for the next game.
And so, have coaches been preparing you for little specific things in order to ensure that you'll have success against UFC?
I just think they're kind of keeping us to play our game. Just don't let anyone else kind of interfere with what we do. Just stick to our game, swing the ball on offense, kick open shots, and just keep communicating on defense.
And so, late in the game against MSU, what really made the difference there, and how are you going to be able to flip that around and use it against UMC?
I think the end of the game is just a small plays at the end of the game. We just got to finish easy baskets, communicate on defense. Just a few slip-ups at the end that kind of switched the momentum of the game, which led into their favor, but hopefully we can swing that around next game.
Coach Boschee mentioned they have some bigger bodies inside. How does that impact what you and your fellow post players have to do to be successful?
I think a lot of teams we've been playing have some bigger bodied kids. We got some big guys underneath also. Best, Shane, they play tough underneath. So I think we just got to stick to what we've been doing. We'll be successful.